Hello everybody, it's Adrian for WapCar.my and I'm all about the details. If I can get $1 for each time somebody asks me which is better, the Proton X70 or the Perodua Aruz, I can buy both cars again and again multiple times. In today's video, I'm going to clear the air a little bit, show you that these two cars can't be compared to each other and what are the unique selling points of each individual cars. Now, some of you may wonder, why do people compare these two SUVs against each other? Don't they know that they're vastly different products? Well, if you see why do people have this kind of thought process, you will find that they have very good reason why do they compare these two cars against each other. So for starters, they are both SUVs from our national car makers Proton and Perodua, and they are both launched around the same time, which is in January 2019. So it's quite easy for people to relate and put two and two together. So SUV, Proton, Perodua, which is better? So it's quite understandably why do people compare it this way. Now, since that we've reviewed both cars in full, I'm gonna give you guys a rundown and show you which is the most suitable car for you. Let's start with the Proton X70. It's Proton's first SUV based on the Geely Boyue. It's essentially a rebadged version of the Chinese SUV with localized design features as well as equipment levels. So when it was first launched, it offered fantastic value for consumers because it's essentially a premium C-segment SUV compared against the likes of CX-5 CR-V, but priced at 99,000 to 120,000 ringgit, which is about the price range of a Honda HR-V. So Proton recently launched their CKD version and we love it. It comes with a 7-speed wet dual-clutch transmission that's ultra smooth, have improved ride and handling, updated features, all for a lower price. On the other hand, the Aruz, although it's not Perodua's first SUV, you may remember the Nautica as well as the Kambara back in the day. The Aruz is a budget 7-seater, and the keyword here being budget. It's essentially a rebadged Toyota Rush, and it competes against the likes of the Honda BR-V as well as the Mitsubishi Xpander, entry-level 7-seaters. Although it's a rebadged Toyota, the Aruz offers very good pricing advantage over the rest of its rivals. It's priced between 73,000 to 78,000 ringgit. So this kind of price point makes it about 20,000 ringgit cheaper than the Toyota Rush, which is essentially the same car. Now, some of you may wonder that don't Perodua already has the Alza? How does the Aruz, which is also a 7-seater, fit in Perodua's product lineup? So if you remember, the Alza is a very bare basics car. It doesn't have electronic stability control, doesn't have keyless entry, and it has been around for almost a decade now. The Aruz, on the other hand, is quite a fair bit more sophisticated. It has 7 airbags, electronic stability control, LED headlamps, 17-inch wheels, and even ASA 2.0 advanced driving assistance system. So given at its price point, I think it's quite a fair value against the Alza. In terms of performance, the X70 is equipped with a 1.8-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder with direct injection. It pushes out 184 horsepower and 300 Nm of torque. It's linked to a 7-speed wet dual-clutch transmission in the updated CKD version, and it has an impressively well-insulated cabin, comfortable ride and handling, which handles even sharper after the Proton engineers have tweaked it in the CKD version. It has plenty of advanced features. So we're talking about cabin filtration, PM2.5 filtration system, Napa leather upholstery, powered front seats, voice command activated touchscreen, ventilated seats, powered tailgate, as well as a panoramic sunroof, not to mention ADAS with adaptive cruise control. The Aruz is, again, like I've mentioned multiple times, it's a fairly bare basic car. But even so, it comes with basically everything you need in a car, in a modern car especially. It comes with a 1.5-litre naturally aspirated 4-cylinder petrol engine that's mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission. It pushes out 102 horsepower and 133 Nm of torque. getting from point A to B, this kind of engine performance is perfectly acceptable and fine. Even if you have 7 in the car, you can easily get up to highway speed without feeling too stressed out. Again, it comes with everything you need: keyless entry, leather seats, second row rear air vents, seatbelt reminder, touchscreen, and some clever and practical touches such as built-in toll reader as well as the anti-snatch hook right at the passenger seat area. The ride comfort of the Aruz, it's incomparable to the X70, and rightfully so, because it's 30 to 40% cheaper compared to the X70. But it's still decent and planted enough for highway speeds. You can have all 7 passengers in the car and you won't feel stressed out driving it. They are vastly different products. The X70, how do people view the X70? You have people walking into Lexus showrooms and asking the dealers that, oh, how does your Lexus car compare to the X70? Which is better? Yes, people have that kind of premium mindset and proposition for the X70. The Aruz, on the other hand, people will think it as, oh, 7 seats, spacious, big car, comes with lots of features and at an attractive price point of 70 over 1,000 ringgit. So you cannot put these two cars next to each other and compare it like this side by side, which is better, which is better, which is better. No, it's unfair to both cars. They both have their respective USPs and should be placed in their respective and rightful segments and look at it that way. So if you look at the X70, you will have to compare it against the CR-V, Subaru Forester, Mazda CX-5. If you want to compare the Aruz, you should compare it against the likes of Honda BR-V, Mitsubishi Xpander, the coming Xpander, as well as the Nissan Grand Livina. Now, Perodua will be coming up with another SUV, Proton as well. It's all public knowledge. Proton's one will be called the Proton X50. Perodua Aruz, the Perodua's next SUV, we only have the code name of D55L SUV. Now, even though they are both going to launch a more compact SUVs, which a lot of people might think that, oh, okay, finally something that's in the same segment and comparable to each other. Okay, again, yes, they are both in the same segment, but they are not comparable to each other, which we have detailed in full what are the reasons that the X50 and D55L SUV are not direct rivals. So just to quickly wrap up the video, which is better, the Aruz or the X70? Well, I think by now you can clearly understand that they both are targeted at very different consumer groups. The X70 for a more premium segment, the Aruz for a more entry-level segment. The Aruz if you need a 7-seater, it's a fantastic value proposition with 7 seats, great safety features, and at that kind of price point of 70 over 1,000 ringgit, it's a great value proposition. On the other hand, the X70 needs no further convincing. Given that its price and features that you get, and the refinement that you get, no-brainer. So the next time if somebody comes up to you and asks you which is better, the X70 or the Aruz, hopefully you can explain to them better that these two are not direct competitors and should not be looked at it this way. They both have their own unique selling points. Or better yet, ask them to check out this video. As always, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this.